He's not gonna sit still either.
We just gotta introduce him.
They saw a video of how we got him.
This is how much Waffles has grown.
He has gotten very big. Can you say hi to the people? Hello! Happy Pride! Happy Pride! I feel as if this video has been long awaited by many people. Ready? We, my wife and I don't like that. Alright. We are finally filming our Q&A.
Bill.
The people have asked for it. My people have asked for it. Though the questions that people have asked me are questions I get asked often in everyday life. And we would rather have educated friends than ignorant friends. Is that rude?
You said it.
I'd rather you be educated than hurt someone's feelings. How about that?
That's a good point.
So, let's get to it. You want to do yours first? I think you got more than me.
So we posted on our Instagram stories and we asked people to ask us questions that they've always wanted to ask a lesbian queer person, or if they just wanted to ask something about our personal life, because we just bought a new house, got a new dog, so we were just throwing out questions really. But I think we're gonna first start off with
Some basics.
some basic questions, just because
They're
that's what a Q&A is for, and we've been asked them before, so we thought we might just do it.
So number one, I'm
So,
gonna ask you first. When did you know you were gay?
I feel like I probably always had like an inkling, because I don't know, like girls always want to talk about boys and be around boys, and I thought boys were annoying and stupid, unless I was playing sports with them, but tomboy for sure when I was younger. So I just never had those like feelings where girls were like, talk about boys. It always super annoyed me. And then I really knew when I met Reagan. But
Sorry, Marshall.
I never felt the way about another person like I did Reagan when we started hanging out.
I think for me, it's so hard. High school is middle school and high school both are such a hard time anyway. And then you throw in the fact that instead of wanting to, like when girls like friends, they want to be their friends. Like they're jealous of them and they want to be them. But I feel like when I knew I was gay, it was more of like I wanted to be with a person instead of be them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of like be like, oh my gosh, I want to be you, girl. Like let's hang out all the time. Be like, I want to be with you. Let's like be more than friends. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I always had thoughts. Like I always was like, why do these girls like boys so much? Why is that all they talk about? I even forced a couple boyfriends upon myself, and none of them lasted longer than a month. I mean, okay, 2. I tried 2. One in middle school, one in high school, and it just was not. You can't force what's not meant to be. So I was either live a miserable life or do what my heart wanted. So here we are.
Married. This is Reagan's most hated question that we get asked. I've never gotten asked, probably because people feel uncomfortable asking me. And it's the question of which one of you is the man?
If I wanted a man in my relationship, I would have married a man. If I wanted to live with a man, I would have married a man, I would have dated a man. If you haven't noticed, we are 2 women. There is no man here. To assume, oh, Jessie doesn't dress as feminine. Yeah, she's a girl that doesn't dress feminine, she's still a girl. But just to assume because of some way a person carries themselves or whatever, that the man in the relationship, Jessie's scared at night, and I'm sorry throwing under the bus, and I'm like let me go check the closets, babe, it's gonna be okay, you know.
And Reagan does all of the fixer-upper house things.
But if we were to go out, I mean, Jesse would dress more masculine and I would dress more feminine. It's just our personalities. It's just who we are, and we go well together. And you know, there's no roles as to,
because girl clothes are uncomfortable.
I mean, that's fair. So there is no man in our relationship. In case you didn't know, we are a lesbian couple. So number 3, how did you come out? Like, ooh, we have several ways we came out. Well, I mean, we came out to our friends, like individually, those who we felt it was, I don't want to say necessary, but
that we cared that they knew, and they were the only ones we hung out with, and we wanted to be our comfortable selves around them, and so we felt like they needed to know.
The friends that we knew would give us a chance, really. I mean, honestly, if I had any inclination that somebody in my life was gonna say hateful things to me or, you know, condone me or something like that, I just waited until I told the world to tell them, really.
So the first time I came out was, I was actually at church camp, and we both grew up super religious, and I was there, and you know, if you grew up like Baptist or anything like that, it's just like everyone at the camp has a sin and they need to say their sin and whatever. And so obviously I wasn't going to say my sin out loud by any stretch of the imagination, because I would get like kicked out or something.
That could have ruined you.
So, but I had this one friend, she was one of our like leaders, sponsors, but she's only a couple years older than me, and she's very involved in softball and knew a lot of gay people.
And you knew that she wasn't offended or appalled by it.
She doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And so she like, so I basically just like went and found her and told her. But it was honestly probably like one of the best things I ever did, just telling that one person, because anytime anything would happen or I would get stressed out, even just to text her, even like if she really didn't care about what was going on, it was just so nice to like text someone and say something about like being who he was. So I feel like it was.
You even like got to be like, me and Reagan went on a date and I can't tell anybody else about it, but it was a great date and I just wanted to tell someone. Like, you would do that sometimes.
Yeah, and she would always like care. I mean, so it was super nice. Like, I think that was something that really helped me along the way.
Shouts, Kylie. I didn't come out to anybody until we were dating for a year. So.
Yeah, I guess publicly, like when we came out to
yeah.
the whole world, we were on a trip with my parents. We were on vacation with my parents, and we were away from home, and I was on spring break from college. Well, we both were, and so we were like, you know what, let's just do it. So we just posted on Instagram.
It was hard, and we even did it on social media. Like, it was still pretty hard. So we posted it on social media. I mean, I had several messages that were not fabulous towards me. That's when it pretty much started, the social media issues and people coming after me. That's when it really started. But at that point, we had told the majority of our friends, our families knew, but we had only posted on Instagram because, you know, it's our generations on Instagram. I mean, it was kind of like a safe start to do it on Instagram first, I would say. So we posted it on Instagram, and that was March of 18. No, that was March of 17. And then September of 17, when Jesse proposed to me, we posted it everywhere. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we went from there. Question number 4, have you ever been subject to homophobia? Have you?
I'm not really an easily offended person by any means. Like, I literally don't care what people say ever. It's one of the reasons me and Reagan get along so well. But I literally don't get offended, and I really don't care. So maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I really don't know, because I just really don't care. A big difference in me and Reagan's time that's happened is I grew up in a tiny family. It's basically just my parents and a couple other people, and I was always tomboyish growing up. I kind of think everyone just kind of assumed, and so that wasn't a big deal. And then the church that I was raised in is pretty, you know, pretty liberal in certain things, and so I kept the people there. I kept in touch with the people there that are liberal, that didn't care. If they did care, then I just didn't have them be a part of my life, because I don't want to be subject to homophobia. And
yeah, you're good at that. You're good at just cutting people out if you feel it's necessary.
yeah, because I really don't care what you have to say if you're going to say something bad. So I don't really know. I don't really care. Whatever. I feel bad for Reagan, I guess, because she has, and so.
I feel like the biggest source of homophobia has come from the church for me. Would you agree?
Yeah.
You know, some friends, some family, but most recently, I had an encounter with the photo guy at Sam's. He was very offended that I was getting a picture printed of me and my wife, and he let me know it. So, got to speak to a couple managers, but no, I hope in not addressing it, but acknowledging it, that maybe I can let them know, like, it's cool that you have your opinion, but dude, that's not okay to treat somebody that way.
Okay, next question. Are you ever attracted to your friends?
No. I mean, it's the same as, like, I would assume it's the same as, like, you're a girl and you're into guys, and it's like one of your good guy friends, and like you love them, and yeah, they're cute, but you don't find them attractive, you don't want to be intimate with them, or, you know, anything like that. Like, it's not like most of all my friends that are girls, I think of as sisters. I mean, we're best friends. It's just as gross for me to think of them as being attractive than it is, like, you know, yeah, it's just not, like, just because, like, and people are like, oh my gosh, I can't get undressed like, in front of them. Like, it's not like that. Like, we're not attracted to all girls. Like, just like you're not attracted to all boys. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I think Reagan kind of hit it on the head with the whole sisters thing. Me and my friends, basically all of the friends that I have now, we've been friends for 10 years plus. So I've grown up with them. Our sisters. I mean, I'm an only child, so they're the only kind of siblings I had. So that's weird. Like, nah.
Just as weird for us as it is for you to think that. This one. Are you really obsessed with cats? That's kind of a stereotype, but are you obsessed with cats?
Heck no. Dog all the way.
I'm also highly allergic to cats, so.
Yeah, so we can't have cats. So go dogs.
All right. Booty, booty, booty,
Bye.
booty, rockin' everywhere, rockin' everywhere, rockin' everywhere. I found you, Miss Big Booty. You gonna turn it off before you do that? What does that thing do? Hey, I was showing
Oh yeah, look at the Pride. Get some Pride. Here.
Prescription, because I'm blind.
Pride glasses. And Pride collar. He's got a cool collar. Follow him on Instagram. Oh yeah.